Getting the names in.
All right, welcome to round 8 of Grand Prix Providence, brought to you by TJCollect.com. That's TJ Collectibles. Right now, we're going to watch these two players.
You have the dice.
Jeremy Ross Latour, who is playing the Protean Hook deck, and Ian Duke, who I believe is playing. Not sure, man.
Junk deck.
It's junk, maybe junk. Definitely a him to Turok happening right now.
Turn 1 Hinder Turok here on the play. He gets a Fauna Shaman, so a Fauna Shaman and I miss his second card, but there's a body double in his hand. There, so most likely that's the player which on Protean Hawk.
Player on the right is definitely playing a Protean Hawk deck.
We'll have the names in a second. You know, there you go. Ian Duke and Jeremy Ross Latour. Birds of Paradise and Wild Cantor played over there by Jeremy. Turn we're going for Field off the Dark Confidant. We have Bayou, Scrubland, and Mox Diamond for Ian Duke. He just picked up a Birds of Paradise off his draw. Tarmogoyf. And Birds of Paradise. This is a deck that we kind of been waiting for some combo, or at least I myself been looking for a combo deck to get in here, and luckily we showed you how not to play a Magic Online.
Hey, I showed you exactly how to play that deck. I am awesome with the Protean Hawk deck.
We showed you how difficult it is to win.
It is difficult
against standard the standard Kadaltha Red deck.
Kadaltha Red is pretty fast. There's a clock on you. Just letting you know. So, in case you guys are curious, what is the Protean Hawk deck? Basically, it's Protean Hawk plus a sacrifice outlay. Protean Hawk lets you get creatures whose combined casting cost are equal to 6. And you get to put them in play. So you get to get things like Body Double and Carrion Feeder. And then when Body Double comes into play, it gets to be another Protean Hawk. Then you can sack it again, go get more creatures like Revelark and
Mog Fanatic.
And then, you know, the Revelark gets sacrificed and it gets the Body Double back.
You complete that loop and just keep on pinging them for 1 with Mog Fanatic until they're eventually dead. Magic, it's not really an optimal deck for Magic Online due to the amount of triggers.
Yeah, there's a lot of clicking.
But in real life, once you represent a continuous loop, you're able to just, you know, I'm going to keep on going with this.
Yeah, and if you're playing against a nice opponent on Magic Online, like Slick, I believe his name was, he realizes that I wasn't misclicking. Although I probably would have misclicked a couple.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually it was hard not to. Sacrifice my Carrion Feeder to itself. That's all it takes.
Yeah, they're like, all right, I'm going home, man. Hard casting a Body Double.
So here comes her Body Double. Wonder what that's going to copy.
Yeah, we can't see the graveyard, so we're not sure what's going to be copied. It looks like it's a Fauna Shaman, though. Copying Fauna Shaman and passes the turn after that. Yep. Thanks, Sir Judge.
Well, that's fine. We can see it. We're just telling what's in the graveyard. Okay, so in Jeremy's graveyard, he has a Fauna Shaman and a couple of Sackland, looks like.
Yeah, but Ian just got a Hinder Turok. So this Fauna Shaman is not going to do too much work. There's him. Gets rid of Green Sun Zenith and a Phyrexian Tower. Those will hit the bin right there.
Phyrexian Tower. He's probably banking on that as a sack outlet.
What does Wild Cantor read again? Is it sacrifice to add?
Yeah, sacrifice to add a color, any color.
Green or red?
Yeah, green or red to your mana pool. I think it's any color. I don't think it's just green or red.
A little beating from Tarmogoyf, and Jeremy draws for his turn. Picks up a Windswept, Heath.
All right, a lot of draw go. Looks like Jeremy's looking for a business card.
He could just find a creature at least, so Fauna Shaman could do something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all he needs is a creature in his hand, and he can use the Fauna Shamba ability, because that's currently what Body Double is a copy of.
Here's Wasteland. Let's see if it gets rid of what it gets rid of here. It can get rid of Dryad Arbor or the Ancient Tomb.
Ancient Tomb is probably more important right now. Dryad Arbor doesn't really do anything. I mean, I'm talking like I'm an expert in the deck now, but I do realize that Dryad Arbor is there as a creature to pattern and to sacrifice to Phyrexian Tower, but right now there's plenty of creatures already on the board. It's not doing anything special.
3 mana, 4 mana, and this is Green Sun Zenith for 3.
That
Knight of the Reliquary?
Yeah, that sounds like Knight of the Reliquary is happening.
There's Knight of the Reliquary.
Now, if this Knight of the Reliquary gets active, it could cause a lot of havoc. It could get a Wasteland every turn. It can get... I guess that's the scariest thing.
You can just attack too.
Yeah, I mean...
It's giant at one point.
It can get Maze of Ith, so it can attack, deal its damage, then get untapped, and go get a Wasteland every turn. So when it Maze of Ith means you can do that. You just double up.
Well, not every turn, because eventually you run out of Forest Plains instead.
Well,
for as long as
hopefully
you
you win the game before that happens.
Ancient Tomb gets Wasteland in there. Jeremy drew his card for his turn, again hiding it carefully.
It was almost really impressive. I wanted to see you do it again.
Alright, Jeremy taps 1.
Yeah, I think he drew a creature. I think he's going to go search up. Oh, I pitched a Carrion Feeder. That's a good one to have in play.
And he's going to use his Windswept Heath at the same time. Academy Rector is his choice there. Okay, so he gets the Academy Rector.
He's playing a Planar Rebirth. Pattern of Rebirth.
Pattern of Rebirth. And
You put the Pattern of Rebirth on your Wild Cantor. And then you can just sack it for a mana to go get...
Protein?
I think
no. Revelar, no. I don't know.
Well, right now he has a Body Double in play. If he gets a Revelark, he can get back Fauna Shaman. I think right now he just plays the block with his creatures, and if he gets a Revelark and he's able to block with it, then he goes to the graveyard, he gets the trigger, and he gets to get his Carrion Feeder back. Or maybe he just gets Protean Hulk.
Right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Windswept Heath.
Dark Confidant doing the job it's supposed to do. Not deal any damage. I believe these players have one loss, or maybe both these players have one loss. So this Protean Hulk deck has only lost once today, and I believe Felix Lapin is also one loss.
And just think if we were playing against a real deck on Magic Online.
Okay, they actually have 2 losses, so they're both still in contention for day 2.
Long. Alright, Ian, try to be careful here. Academy Rector is a scary card. You don't know.
You don't really want to attack into Academy Rector, especially in Legacy. What if he just plays a Moat? What do you do then? What happens? What do you do? He's like, Academy Rector, attack into it, or go get Moat.
Another Mox Diamond played.
Someone doesn't care. Someone just doesn't care. They're trying to figure out how big Tarmogoyf is. I have to think it's bigger than the Knight of the Reliquary.
Alright.
Now it looks like Knight's the biggest one.
We'll find out how big Tarmogoyf is after the life total changes.
Tarmogoyf is only a 3/4.
It's a small Tarmogoyf. Land, sorcery, creature. No instance, I guess.
No instance, I don't think it... Huh?
And here's Pattern Rebirth. pattern will go on.
I think it has to go on the body double. That's the thing you want to die, right?
Goes on Dry Arbor. So, Ian just green Sun Zenith or something.
Yeah, this deck is very, very complicated. The Pattern Rebirth deck. It's a Green Sun Zenith for
If
2.
it's Solid Pride Mage, that'd be backbreaking right there. No chance at all.
It is for 2.
And yep,
There's a Pride Mage. That's not good.
I don't know exactly how the deck works, but I think it's over.
Well, no, I mean, there's still a Final Shaman in play.
What are we searching up? And I'm not going to say anything since I'm clueless. And Better Rebirth go?
But it's not looking good for Jeremy. I'll agree to that extent.
I don't like that he's thinking. What's happening here?
He's looking at his graveyard, trying to figure out how that could help him. I believe he drew a creature. It has to be a creature. Because he's thinking about
what
it.
What creature would make you think so much? Like if you could have anything in your deck.
Whatever it is not good enough.
And he scoops it up. It could. So,
Ian Duke's going to take this first game.
I know you guys. I know some of you guys wanted to see the combo go off, but you know why we didn't see it? You could always just blame Kibler. GamingEtc.com always reminds you to blame Kibler. They have Kibler Monster Binders, t-shirts, all your Magic needs. Also join their Facebook group on tinyurl.com/blamekibler. And to save a little money, go to their GamingEtc.com. Use the coupon code GUSLive, and it'll take 10% off your order. What do you think about that?
You said it, Ray.
Given the rise in popularity of him and Turok decks, it just doesn't seem like you want to be playing Pattern Rebirth, Revel Art combo deck.
Oh, if your creature's just going to the graveyard, you still can win. It's not like you lose those cards when they go to the graveyard. You still get some value out of them being in your graveyard.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a downhill battle.
If it hits
Or
the
uphill battle.
Yeah.
From,
if it hits the wrong cards, though. I really want Jeremy to do well with the deck, just because I want to see it in action, run smoothly by an experienced pilot.
Hey,
Rashad
I
Miller.
won that game against Latour Red.
Yeah, he conceded though. He knew you were going to mess up at some point.
I probably would have messed up. I'm sure I would have.
It's hard. Magic Online is hard to pull combo decks.
I played the elf deck, the extended elf deck from a while ago. One time on Magic Online, said never again.
You're like gaining life, things are untapping, you're generating all this mana, and then
It's just there's so many. It's just too many triggers, and it's not. That's not even a combo that you can really mess up.
Yeah.
Really bad. But you just clicking it.
That's why the life decks, no one plays it online. The infinite lifetime decks, no one ever plays those just because you just gotta. There's so many triggers going off. There's no way to make it faster, really. I mean, there's a way to make it faster, but it still takes up a lot of time. Looks like they made their.
So how prepared do you think Ian Duke is for this matchup?
It depends. Maybe.
Really, all he needs is some graveyard 8. If he has that, then he's prepared.
If he's
Probably has a Paducah
Paducah Bog.
Yeah.
If you're ready for the Dredge matchup, you're prepared for this match.
If you're ready for Dredge, you're over prepared for this matchup. Because being ready for Dredge means you have a lot of cards.
What's it? Other combo hate? Some discard? What else is good combo hate that other people would play?
Well, it depends on the type of combo. If you're hating against a combo like High Tide, then you could play Ether Sworn Canonist to stop them from playing multiple spells, but this doesn't really play multiple spells. It has multiple triggers. Humility, but that's not a card that, you know, Ian Duke would have in his deck.
Yeah.
We're saying things that Ian Duke might have. Gaddock Teague. It's not really that good. Stops Natural Order, stops Hardcast, Planar Rebirth, Pattern of Rebirth. Can't really think of anything else off the top of my head other than just Kusali Prime Mages and
More Kusali Prime.
I guess like a Yixlin Jailer would do it.
All cards in your graveyards don't have abilities. Does that do it?
Does it do it? I don't
No,
think
because you
this-
just grab those cards back.
Yeah, that doesn't work. I was thinking it stopped it going to the graveyard trigger, but it doesn't.
All right, we're off to a start right here. There's multiple land in play. Did we miss something already? Oh, Green Sun Zenith for Dryad Arbor. Ian has an extra paint in his hand.
That could be dangerous.
That could be a tough one. But Ian doesn't know that Jeremy is also on Natural Order.
It's true. You can just add Natural Order Progenitors.
Alright, here's a Verdant Catacombs. And Green Sun Zenith for 2, I believe. This
I
will
wonder
get
what
a
he's
Fauna
getting.
Shaman.
I think it's Final Shaman.
Yeah, I believe he had a Progenitus in his hand.
Final Shaman is always a good 2-drop to have.
There's the Fauna Shaman.
Yeah, so next turn, Final Shaman can pitch Progenitus. That's only half the battle, though.
Oh, and here's Swords of Plowshares. That kind of stinks for Jeremy or there. Just hate all over the place.
But the thing about this pattern deck is that it gets hated out. Some of the graveyard hate, some of the combo hate, and also some of the creature hate.
Yeah, there's, like everyone
And
has
a little
piece of it.
little bit of enchantment hate. Because we saw Ian win the game because of some enchantment hate main deck.
But with the right matchups, this deck, I can see this deck doing pretty well. I don't know if this is the combo deck I'd pick, though. If you were on combo, what combo deck do you pick?
Is lands a combo?
Your lands is maybe a combo with Battle of Wits. Rashad Battle of Wits. Obazawa's Jite comes into play. Why did Tarmogoyf sit back that turn? Oh, whatever.
Is that Tarmogoyf for 1/2?
It's at least a 1. And he's
I think all I
swords,
see
so
is
2.
lands.
He swords,
Yeah.
so it's a 2. Jeremy's thinking hard here. That could mean a complicated few plays coming up.
I know a lot of times when you play big turn decks, you look at your hand and you think of how you can win, and then sometimes you just come up with you can't. So it ends up you just sit there and thought for like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
and
then you have to rethink of like, now what do I do?
No, then you just play a land and pass the turn.
Yeah.
Because I remember I did that with like all in red. I looked at my hand. I could play a turn 1 goblin. Was it goblin? Empty the warrants.
Yeah.
But if I waited, I could have played like a turn 3 empty the warrants, like double. And then I just tanked until this is turn 1. Tank. And then like after a minute, I go mountain go, and the guy's like,
Really?
"Really? That took a long time for you to go mountain go." But then 2 turns later, I beat him.
Like,
So
it's like he couldn't figure it out. It's like, what could he possibly be playing? So he had no one dropping goblins. That's why you got to do that thinking during your mulligan, so that they don't catch on. But the problem is, if you win second and then the card you draw is what made you think.
no, I mean the reason is because I didn't know what he was playing,
Okay.
and he went land Mikado or whatever. So now I knew he was on Zoo. So I knew that I had enough time.
Yeah.
I was calculating how much time I had. Could I wait till turn 3 or would I be dead? Because if I wait to turn 3, then I make 20 goblins. There's no way he can win.
Yeah.
But I would go turn 1, 8 goblins. Zoo can beat that draw.
Here's Slaughter Pack.
It was Slaughter Pact. I haven't seen that one in a while.
A combination of land destruction, wasteland, and a Swords of Plowshares can spell doom over here. Oh no, there's that Misty Rainforest too. So Jeremy should be fine. There's a wasteland. Gets the bayou.
Ian's in pretty good shape. I don't see. I don't think he feels in danger that Jeremy's going to go off anytime soon. And there's an extirpate on what?
Bayou? It could be Bayou. Is he just hoping to get him with Slaughter Pack? Extirpate on Bayou. This could be it.
Did that really just happen?
Extirpate on Bayou, and now Jeremy is unable to pay for Slaughter Pack.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ian Duke just won this match 2-0.
Well, at least he won it in an interesting fashion.
It was on Bayou.
Yeah. Extirpate on Bayou, and then Misty Rainforest. There's no other duel that could get a black.
Yeah.
Unless he plays Mummering Bosk.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Always put one Murmuring Bosk in your deck so you don't lose to extirpate on Bayou.
There's things he could have done if he